FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland.
Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Washington Commanders. The veteran Joey Sly set to get us started, and we are underway in our nation's capital. No run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25. Allen going to go to the air right away.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
On play action, Allen. His throw incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Throwing is Allen on third.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Eluding the pressure right. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
They run for the first time with James Cook. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Second and 9.
Allen going to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 32-yard line.
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Throwing on first down is Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
To throw, it's Allen.
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Stephon Diggs. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon.
On paper coming in, you'd say that these guys are the better team by far, and they sort of showed their superiority there on the opening drive.
Yeah, they came in the heavy favorite in this game, and even though they're on the road, they just wiped it away, didn't they? They've just said to everyone, we're the better team. We just showed it to you on this opening drive, and we expect to do it all game long.
Allen will try to throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
Set. Go. They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Brissett throw complete there to Thomas.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Second and 6.
Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
19. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
6-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Bills 6, Commanders 0.
Two yards still to go. 3rd down now.
To throw is Brissett.
That is caught. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
38-yard line.
On play action, Brissett. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Play action now. Brissett. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
It's 4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st down, Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
On play action, Allen. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
On 2nd down, Brissett again. Short throw to the tight end, Thomas. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Here's 3rd and 7.
It's 3rd and 7.
Kill.
Brissett sets to throw it. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. And that is caught. It's Davis. Touchdown, Bills. Gabriel Davis, 28 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Cameron Curl.
Almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math, but don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now Brissett. Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They go play action with Brissett. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Play fake, Brissett.
He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson. 48 yards. And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis.
A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Allen now looks to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
A final shot before half for Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Hey, kill. Right there, get on the ball.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Team, good. Go.
On second down, here's Gibson again.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Off the play fake, here's Brissett.
Short throw there, caught by Thomas.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
They'll go. It's Gibson.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look at each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. You went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll try to throw now. Brissett. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 3rd down, Brissett. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will cut the lead down to just 2.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Allen going to throw. Uncorks one for Davis.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down the 47-yard line.
So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. On first down, right back to Gibson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Commanders 10.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Out of the gun, Brissett. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson.
And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
A 43-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through.
And they take the lead out in front at 13-12. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. On play action, Allen. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives. And you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. Dances by him. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 110 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll go again with Gibson. Oh, he goes over it. And that's going to be another first down. Good running for him to start the drive. This one, 11 yards. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Brissett to throw on first. This one complete to Curtis Samuel.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. How do you get much more balance than this? Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Straight ahead, Gibson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Robinson will try to pick it up. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Now they go for it this one is going to wind up incomplete. Well, that's the fourth time that they've tried to go for it on fourth down. They've only converted once, Charles.
And obviously not a good percentage. And if you're going to go for it on fourth down, you think that you've got the right play dialed up. You can't be stopped. Your momentum's going to keep going. But 1 for 4, that tells you that you need to look at things in a different way, and you need to tip your cap to the defense. They've done a great job. Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Now we got another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Fourth down, 10 yards to go. To throw is Allen. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Emmanuel Forbes.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Here now, 2nd and 4. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The Commanders pick up the victory as we say so long from our nation's capital.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on their Beltway rivals, the Baltimore Ravens. It's the Battle of the Beltway. Baltimore and Washington are underway. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Play action now. Brissett.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Commanders first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
First down, the Commanders.
The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
This is Samuel.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
Brissett going to move him around here. A give up the middle to Gibson. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
A first down throw for Brissett.
He completes this to Cole Turner.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Ravens 25.
A second down throw for Brissett. And he completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin, 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Commanders are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Joey Sly on for the extra point. And the kick is good, and the Commanders out to a 7-0 lead.
The score, Commanders 7, Ravens 0. Joey Sly to kick off for the Commanders.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Just a gain of a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8. Jackson going to keep it running right.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Now that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. Ended up getting buried in the backfield, and that brings up 4th down.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Their boy down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They'll try and throw for it here.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Ready.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got it.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now Brissett. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will obviously break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
This is an easy one, 23-yarder.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Joey Sly to kick off for the Commanders.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Here's Hill again on second down.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Play action. It's Jackson rolling to his right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Play action. Now Jackson.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0, our score. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
Hey, middle.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. It's caught. Beckham. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
19. Cut.
They go play action with Brissett. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Here's Brissett.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Buying time to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And now they're in the hurry-up. 3rd and short yardage, Brissett. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something. Being shut out right now, they could really use some momentum before they head into halftime.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Now Jackson.
That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
On the option right is Jackson. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing is Jackson.
And that's going to be incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On second down, Jackson. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation, because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit from 28 yards out. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
They'll roll him out right. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground, because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. How about Jonathan Allen there, pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line?
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He completes it to Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And they're going to speed things up here.
That's good.
Here's Jackson. Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard.
Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
They go play action now. Jackson steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball in the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards, and he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
Jackson now off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. To throw is Jackson. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 25 yards that time. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Jackson from the shotgun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now it's Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. And here he'll get it down to the 7. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And it's caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Rashawn Bateman on a touchdown throw from Lamar Jackson.
And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Here's Samuel.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Give him 32 on the play.
It's a gain of 32. First down, Washington.
19, set. Hey, check. Middle.
A handoff for Gibson.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. To throw is Brissett. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And that will force a turnover on downs. They go play action with Jackson on the move to his left.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Down the right sideline. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Now Joey Sly for the point after.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
This makes the score. Commanders 20, Ravens 10. Joey Sly to kick off for the Commanders.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own.
Here's 1st and 10. Jackson to throw.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about... EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland.
Today we've got an intriguing NFC matchup lined up here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Washington Commanders.
Here's the former Florida Gator Eddie Pinheiro to get us started. And we are underway from FedEx Field.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
19, 10.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 12-yard line.
Gibson again.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Hey, kill. Hey, kill.
Brissett sets to throw it.
This one left side caught by Gibson. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try to find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
They'll motion McLaurin left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Oh, and this one, it may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
He's got room past the 30.
And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Brissett. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 42.
That's another Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 3.
Now Brissett. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 22-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Second and 11.
Hey,
Here's a Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it.
And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders.
He's got it to the 43 here.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
This is intercepted.
Picked off by Jamin Davis. Down to the 10. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Now Raheem Blackshear going to take this one out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And this is caught, and the gamble pays off. They get the first. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
Okay, that was a fake punt, and it was successful. Throwing the football, I know you threw the football in your past off of a fake.
Yeah, but unsuccessful back in my high school days. Old Tim Jones dropped it, hit him right in the numbers. But I'll tell you what, these guys, they love this opportunity, don't they? A chance to get involved.
They certainly do, and many of them were quarterbacks or big-time players when they were in high school and college. So to get back doing what they did before, always fun.
Short throw underneath to Hurst. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, here's Young.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. Young to throw on fourth.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Touchdown, Panthers. Hayden Hurst in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Panthers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
That is a near-perfect end-of-half drive right there.
And we've seen that many times from the best in the league. But do you really expect to see it done that well by a rookie? And how about the timing? Finishing it almost near the zeros, as you said, right at the end of the half. Great momentum to carry into the locker room.
So the late touchdown ties things as they will kick this one away in the final stages of the half.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
Fighting his way through contact.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Third down, Young from the gun. Flush to his right. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 8.
On play action, Young. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10.
At the 39-yard line.
Down to about the 37.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Young's throw here on target to Hurst. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 17-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Running right, here's Sanders. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Second down, back to Sanders.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there, so no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do is trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him the opportunity.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
At the 20-yard line.
Brissett now.
He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Back now at FedEx Field. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Here's Brissett.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Brissett to throw for it on 4th.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington 1st down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
2nd down, Brissett. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now Samuel.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the 1st.
And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the 1st down carry.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Another run with Sanders. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They go play action. Young.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
The noise is getting deafening. Here's 3rd down and 3.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Rolling to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he's going to be out of bounds to stop the clock. And they continue to move a little bit closer toward that potential game-winning field goal. And the crowd a major factor now. Here's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Miles Sanders, a 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Panthers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
Eddie Piñeiro to kick off for the Panthers.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Hey, check.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Brissett. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now Brissett. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. They've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts,
as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this...
And now the rookie's free. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Gets this to Gibson.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but